Alright guys, welcome back. Here's the deal. This thing should not be taking this long. It just shouldn't. I went to go to the cruise in the other day, fired it up, fired right up, head up the street, got about a block and a half up the road. I got park and 5 neutrals. I was like, what the hell is going on? So coasted it back, pushed it, coasted part of the way. Anyway, and then I dropped when I went ahead and went to the car show because I was like, screw it, I don't feel like messing with it right now. Come back and I checked the transmission dipstick and we're back to having that strawberry milk situation. Now I imagine it's all trapped up in the torque converter, but as you can see, I mean it's not looking good. So I'm assuming, since I lost all gears, that's probably what the problem is. It was real watery when I went to take it out. I'm trying not to lose everything while I'm talking to you guys. Anyway, so this is my plan here. I got this bucket. I'm gonna feed both my lines into it. Somehow, maybe I can get this to hold them. I'm gonna get a piece of tape or something. I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe a clamp. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so I want to make sure y'all can see what I got happening here. Okay, so I got these clamped in here to where hopefully they don't spray everywhere. I really don't care if it does. I'll clean up the driveway. So I'm gonna start the car. I put the transmission pan back on. I'm gonna start the car, let the torque converter kick some stuff out, and then I'm gonna fill it. I've got, you know, a couple gallons of some fresh transmission fluid. I'm gonna kind of fill some until I get some clean stuff coming back out. So I wound up getting 2 more gallons, so I've run 4 gallons through this, and as you can see, it's starting to get pretty red. So my thought is pick up some fresh transmission fluid tomorrow, go ahead and let this drain out. May go ahead and pop the pan off again because I enjoy doing that. And you know, put some Lucas in there along with it and see how that does. And then obviously we're gonna have to change it after, you know, a few outings, if it even moves. That is, we don't know if it's going to move yet, so hopefully it moves, because that was $100 worth of transmission fluid today to flush that, so we'll see. Hey guys, so I just watched my last video and I realized how shitty the audio is. I guess the microphone here on my old camera is I don't know. It's probably been dropped too many times, to be honest with you. I don't know where my external mic is, though. I'm going to find it because I'm going to start cleaning stuff up. So, probably within the next few clips, hang on for about, I don't know, a little bit, and audio is going to clear up, hopefully. But anyway, I'll show you what I got going on. So I went and picked up the STP multi-purpose, got some Lucas, dumped this into there. There's still a little bit left in there. But then I came out here and I decided to try this. This is my brake bleeding kit, but I'm going to use this to pull the rest of the transmission fluid out. So, let me put some light on me. There we go. So, we pulled an entire container out and a little bit more, and it kind of stopped pulling on me, but you can see, maybe you can, what we're getting out of there, it's red now. There's no more milkiness in there. Obviously, we've lost all light out here. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow to fill that back up. It's still kind of pulling out of that hose a little bit from all that suction, so I'm just going to let that continue to happen. Whatever falls on the ground falls on the ground. It's the way it is. We'll fill it back up, and then we'll, you know, not tonight, but another night. One night that's not tonight is all I can tell you. And then we'll see if we have gears. Let's hope, let's pray to God, let's cross our fingers that we have gears. I'm not that flexible, guys. About the only thing I got left to do right this second. We got to hook this cooler back up. I don't know where it went to. And oh, it's right here. Cool. All right, we got to hook the cooler back up, and then we got to fill the transmission. Still haven't found a microphone, but working on it. Let me get to work. So I guess the big question now is whether or not it'll move. Guys, so I've been just doing stuff, you know. Obviously she's not running great. She's running pretty good, but she's not running great. I checked top dead center again. Turns out I was a little bit off. Reset top dead center, and then restabbed it, re-gapped that Petronic system, because that Petronic system, it's like an electromagnet. Actually, it is an electromagnet that, you know, you get 12 volts off of your coil to activate it. You get a hotter spark. It does have to be gapped properly to work at its best. So now I got the timing light out. I'm gonna, you know, see what I can do as far as timing goes. Carburetor wise, I'm not worried about that right now, because my friend has a carburetor for me. I posted the other day looking for a car. My friend's got one. This one could be rebuilt, but I knew somebody out there would have a good one for me that doesn't need rebuilt, and I don't feel like sticking the time into it. This can go on the shelf and we can rebuild it at another time for another thing. This one really needs a good deep cleaning and an ultrasonic or something. Alright, so I think we're pretty close to there. I need to get the carburetor swapped. I'm supposed to pick it up tomorrow. I do need to do something about these brakes though, because this thing has zero stopping power. So I was kind of worried about that. I kind of cheaped out when I was doing the brakes because I was just trying to do this fast, quick, get it done. Now it bit me. So I'm gonna, I don't even know if these are 9 or 10 inch. I gotta take a look and see, but I'm gonna get on that, and then I don't know, we'll be back. All right, so the brake pads actually aren't bad at all. It's going to be hard for y'all to see, but there's a good amount of material on there. However, I did notice when I was driving this thing that every time I'd hit the brakes that it was pulling to the driver's side real bad. And what I noticed was, we were just about out of brake fluid, so after a quick little mishap with the grease and wax remover that I thought was brake fluid, turns out it's not. I came over here and this brake is not doing anything, so I'm guessing that this wheel cylinder is locked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to change the wheel cylinders. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to change the wheel cylinders on the front and fronts, and hopefully that'll straighten out my problem. And then I also need to hunt down and see where my leak is. Not too concerned with the rear brakes, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think at this point, I mean, there's way more material on the brakes over here than there is on the driver's side. So I think a couple new wheel cylinders is going to straighten us right up. Also finding the leak. And also maybe putting brake fluid in it instead of grease and wax remover. I hear that works. Alright guys, so I got the wheel cylinders swapped out on the front. Still need to bleed them. But today I went and I picked up these carburetors. So I got these from my old buddy Paul, and this one here is a really nice carburetor. However, it has a manual choke setup on it. No big deal. This one has an electric choke setup on it. I'm just going to swap the electric choke over to this one real quick, and we'll be good to go as far as that goes. This is just a, I don't know if I said it, it's 600 CFM. You know, that'll rock. Throw her on there, see what happens. This one here really could use a good bath and cleaned up. I don't know that it needs rebuilt. I know the one we have on there right now, the Holly, it needs rebuilt. We'll throw it in this box. We'll save it. It'll be a good rebuilder for a different day, just not today. Alright, so I'm kind of expecting some magical things, but not really. Probably gonna have to do some tuning on this, but we gotta get some gas up to the bowl, so let's get it fired up. It's gonna take a little cranking. I don't know if we got any fuel up there yet or not. Yeah, we do. All right, let's go for it. Oh, let me get my jumper switch wherever it went to. All right. Let's get our fast idle in a little bit. Okay, so the big thing that I'm noticing is we're not getting a lot of popping and stuff like we were before. This carburetor obviously is going to work a lot better for us. So we're on the right path now. I got to figure out the hooking up this this linkage here. I think I can just drill a hole right through there. Hook it up there, should be fine. Oh, you can't even see what I'm saying. But yeah, so there's a hole right there. I think I can just punch that hole out maybe. Technically it should have a thing to go in there. Running off of a cable normally, I believe. Or maybe I can take this out. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Need to get my return spring hooked up. I don't know where it went to. There's no telling where that return spring went to. I took it off and Lord only knows now. So anyway, I'm gonna hunt that down. I'm gonna call it for today because it's Sunday and I still got laundry and stuff to do. So I'll catch y'all. I'll get the brakes blood and everything, and we'll take us out for a rip, see how she does. Alright guys, we got the new carburetor on. Let's talk about choke for a minute. I'm not talking about that funny stuff that you and your girlfriend do at night, alright? Or you and your boyfriend. However, I don't know who's watching this. Anyway, so I've got 12 volt keyed source. We got myself a good ground setup. Now, these electronic chokes, or electric chokes rather, we're going to loosen this up, loosen up this cap. You got 3 screws to do that. Well, 2 will work. Alright. So you got this bimetal strip in there, and that bimetal strip comes up and it hits a little plunger. And that little plunger is going to close off this barrel. So we want to turn that. Ah, there it goes. See it? So let's go back just a little bit right about there. Alright, so now we're fully choked. Obviously the car is cold at this point, so do it while the car is cold. We're going to close those back up and try to get this one because it must not be tight to begin with. If I can even find it. Where are you at? I know you're in there. Okay. So now on these, you have what's positive. Did I hook these up correctly? I can't see nothing. Let me get out a flashlight. Alright. So on your positive, you have a female terminal, goes on top. And your negative, you have a male terminal, goes right there. Oh no, it moved on me. Okay. Tighten this down just a hair more. Alright, so now we're going to start this up. We're going to let it warm up, and that, when it gets a 12 volt signal, it should expand that bimetal strip that's in there. It's a winding, kind of like on the old thermostat where you had the mercury that had to line up. So as that pushes, as that expands, that's going to push back on that. That's going to open this butterfly. So looks like I got to change out the battery real quick, and then we'll start this up. Alright, let's fire this thing up, see what she does. I still don't have a return spring, and I don't have my throttle hooked up. I'm going to have to reroute that cable. That cable's getting in my way of my sprayer. But a zip tie will take care of that. Let me do that real quick. So anyway, y'all get the point. It opens. Also, when you rev your engine, make sure your trigger starter thing isn't dangling in your fan. I mean, I had a pretty good run with this thing. I'll probably just tape that up, to be honest. It's still got the little button. Anyway, yeah, so I gotta wrap this up. I gotta hook up that throttle linkage, and I need to get a return spring, which I lost mine. It's somewhere around here, but it's gone. So probably just grab a new one. Why not? Yeah. Oh, look at my trigger. Dang. Destroyed. Anywho's. Alright, well, this thing's a little smoky. I think we may have to replace these valve cover gaskets on this. I'm not sure. I mean, that's not a right this second problem. May just tighten them down. We'll see. But, alright. Alright guys, well I picked up a throttle return spring today. I'm going to slap that on real quick, and then I'm going to let the car warm up. I slapped on my PCV today. And anyway, today's going to be about tuning this carb. Yeah, I'm not going to make you watch this. And, you know, hopefully we're about... Oh, look. After all that, there's that freaking return spring. We'll save that one, I guess. So anyway, I'm gonna hook this up real quick. Well, no, she's tight. I think I'm gonna have to spin that little bracket around anyway. So my point is, I'm gonna warm up the car after this, and then we'll come back to do some tuning. Alright, so what I was kind of doing there was watching, obviously, the tachometer on the timing light, and watching my vacuum gauge. You know, I would have liked to seen it a little more in the green, but it was right in the normal motor range. You know, it is what it is. This thing should be fine. You know, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying. So we'll let it cool down, and in the meantime, I'm gonna bleed some brakes, and then when I come back, I'm gonna start it from a cold start, see how that does. We should be pretty much there, though. I think we're there. You know, if it starts fine, we're pretty much there. Guys, this is a true life moment. I mean, this is something that actually happened just now to me. I mean, you know, yeah, y'all know I'm an idiot, but so I'm trying to bleed these brakes up front, right? Because, you know, we're getting close to taking this thing back out on the road. So anyway, I just replaced the wheel cylinders. I cannot get fluid through this thing, right? I got my little vacuum thing hooked up, and I'm like, I've never had trouble with this. Why am I not getting any, you know, there's nothing coming through. Well, I had left my master cylinder lid off, and I look in there. I'm like, let me take a light and see if I got, you know, a leak or something. See, because if you got a leak when you're trying to pull a vacuum, it doesn't work. You know, you don't pull anything. So I grab my light, and there's dead flies in my master cylinder, and I'm like, what the hell? So they're blocking the little passages. You know, they've fallen to the bottom, and they're blocking the little passages. So I had to suck all that out, clean it out, fill it back up, and then it pulled just fine. My point is, synthetic DOT3 brake fluid. It works just like those little, you know, apple cider vinegar apples that you buy for the fruit flies. I'm gonna start setting this stuff out in the summertime. Why not? Home and garden tips with CrossTech Garage. Alright, so here's the deal with 64. I got one headlight. I do have two tail lights. I have zero brake lights. I mean, we've got it timed like I don't know. We're gonna take it out and see how she does. It's raining. Windows don't go up on it. I think I got the brakes straightened out. We'll find out on a wet road, which is perfect. So that's when you want to test your brakes, is when it's wet and rainy out and you're on a car that's untested. But this thing has to come out of the garage because it's time to organize the garage. Got a video coming up. Some people sent me some stuff to organize the garage and get some new lighting in there. So let's take this thing out for a rip. Also, we don't know if we got all the gears. There's that issue too. We're about out of gas. We got to stop and do that. Stopping a lot better, so that's good. definitely needs shocks. I mean, she's got old air shocks on her that the air isn't even hooked up to them. So I'm guessing we got some more fluid down to the torque converter because it didn't slip that time going in third. But she's probably still low. Transmission. That's fucking fantastic. Let's see. Do we? Yeah, we do. No, we don't. know what that problem is. Other than the fact that the cover that I was going to throw on this, well, it's in the other car that's not here right now. So anyway, so listen guys, that's going to wrap it up on this one. You know, that engine's strong, it's running good. I don't know what's up with that transmission at this point. I'll get it out at another point, or I may just sell the damn thing with a bad transmission. I don't know. So yeah, she's for sale, cheap. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. We're gonna work on getting this whole mess of a garage cleaned up, reorganizing, and at that point we're gonna look at pulling the 63 in here to get to work on it, which is that's my project, that's my baby. So all right, catch you guys later, bye. I feel really bad. It's like all these videos kind of have an anticlimactic ending anymore. Like there's no real resolve to anything that happens with these cars at this point. My God, my yard's a mess. Anyway, I mean, if nothing else, she looks good sitting there, right? I don't know what we're gonna do with her. I don't. Hang on to her till next year. I don't know. Mess with transmission then. You know what? I just don't know. So anyway, thank you all for watching. See ya.